When most people think of Mercedes-Benz and the heavy truck range, they immediately go to the familiar and popular Actros range of tractor units. But over the last few years, the company has been intensifying their offering in the multi-wheeler sector, and the Arocs is Mercedes-Benz answer to operators looking for 2, 3 or 4 axle rigids, or indeed a specialist tractor unit. Having said that, the majority of Arocs is sold are either 3 axle or 4 axle rigids. So for today's test, I thought we'd check out one of the most popular models, the 3240K. As standard, there's a 25 litre AdBlue tank, 250 litre fuel tank, a double drive system which is multi-leaf is at the rear. Air tanks and DPF are on the driver's side. At the front there's a 2.7 tonne rated front axle. A flexible bottom step helps prevent damage whilst you're on site. The headlights are protected by a grille. The cab also has a locker which can be accessed either from inside the cab or from outside. But it's no good just looking at the outside of the truck. Let's get inside and get a driver's eye view of the cab. Well, in front of the driver here, we've got the instrument panel on the left-hand side, we've got the speedometer, the right-hand side we've got the rev counter, and also then we've got the fuel tank situation along with the AdBlue. Steering wheel wise, on the right-hand side I've got the mobile control, obviously Bluetooth. On the left-hand side, this controls the LCD screen in the middle. Now that things like fuel economy, those sort of things, the axle loadings, things like that, so it gives me a good overview of what's going on. Semi-wraparound dash, typical Mercedes-Benz. If we look at that, also it's got an engine tunnel, 320mm high, but it allows the cab to sit down lower on the chassis. In front of me, I've got the infotainment system, which controls also the mobile, radio, etc. And then the heating and ventilation, air conditioned, standard on this vehicle. And then finally, we've got the park brake. Obviously releasing that, and I'm out on the road. So, rolling along, there we go. We're in 11th gear. We're doing 35, 40 miles an hour and we're on 1150 RPM. So this is really good driving in terms of for economy for the vehicle. The cab noise is really controlled. You've got great visibility despite the fact being a bit of a grotty day. In fact, I'll rephrase that, a lot of a grotty day. But this vehicle just really feels comfortable in an urban environment. First thing you notice is, certainly when I get in a truck, you see where kick down is, where the revs go. And this vehicle, obviously the OM 470, she's 395 brake horsepower. She's pretty light. I mean, we've not got anything in the back, so she's coming in at around about 9.6, 9.7 in terms of her weight. And if we look on here, kick down takes us to in or around about the 1700, but normal drop in a normal situation, she's clicking down at around about 1300, all of which is in the green zone. So again, from an economy point of view, she's always staying in there. As far as engine brake's concerned, you've got 3 stages. First stage takes to 3 cylinders. Second stage is 6 cylinders and a little bit of EGR. And then last but not least, third stage, really you can feel it brings in everything. Steering is really positive. I like the steering on it. She's not too light. Again, remember we've got nothing on the back. The steering feels quite heavy. So again, that's a good thing, I think. I don't like light steering. I think you've got to really feel, you've got to feel the road when you're in there, so that's good. Suspension wise, obviously it's an 8x4. She's steel suspension at the back. Therefore, you know, it's not the same as having rubber, but obviously this vehicle's made for more off-road than on-road. But from a driver's perspective, it's a nice, easy drive, a relaxed drive. A relaxed drive makes life a lot easier. There's no doubt Mercedes-Benz has spent a lot of time getting to understand the multi-axle market, as they have succeeded in doing with the Iconic and the waste sector. This latest generation Arocs appears to satisfy the key requirements of the market. It's got a practical and compact cab, good visibility, low chassis weight and a very responsive engine. In fact, I would say if you're looking for an 8x4 tipper, it should be on your watch list.